Lesson 61. To wish to hope.
바라다, 나었으면 좋겠다 소스, howtostudykorean.com.
Below is a list of vocabularies to be used in this lesson. Vocabulary. Nouns.
쌍둥이,
Means twin.
보충,
Means supplement.
백조,
Means swan.
신뢰,
Means interior.
정책,
Means policy.
통화,
Means currency.
단백질,
Means protein.
지방,
Means fat.
탄수화물,
Means carbohydrate.
양,
Means amount.
야간,
Means night.
최선,
Means one's best.
사전,
Means prior, beforehand, ahead of time.
상,
Means appear. Verbs.
헤엄치다,
Means to swim, to move through water.
해고하다,
Means to fire a person from a job.
건네다,
Means to hand over, to pass on.
해설하다,
Means to explain.
다하다,
Means to do all of something, to leave nothing behind.
데리러 오다,
Means to have one come and pick you up.
데리러 가다,
Means to go and pick somebody up.
추가하다,
Means to add to supplement. Adjectives.
청결하다,
Means to be clean.
의도적이다,
Means to be intentional, to be deliberate.
꾸준하다,
Means to be unrelenting, to be tireless.
한가롭다,
Means to be leisurely. Adverbs and other words.
딱 이퀄,
Means exactly, perfectly, precisely.
무조건,
Means unconditionally. Introduction. In this lesson, you will learn about adding
아었으면 좋겠다,
to the end of sentences to have the meaning of hope. In addition to this, you will learn about the word
바라다,
and how this could also mean hope in Korean as well. Let's get started. To hope.
바라다,
Let's start off with the peculiar word
바라다, 바라다,
is used to indicate that one hopes that something happens or occurs. In its most simple form, it can be placed after a noun to indicate that one hopes for that noun to occur. For example,
행복을 바랍니다, 건강을 바랍니다, 성공을 바랍니다, 행운을 바랍니다.
it is very difficult to translate these constructions. First, I want to point out that it would be rare to speak these sentences with
바라다,
unless it was in some sort of fabricated, formal speech. You would most likely see these types of constructions used as a type of greeting in writing. For example, when writing to somebody and wanting to wish them the best of luck, you could say,
행운을 바랍니다.
or when buying a greeting card, the card might want to say I wish you happiness, you could say.
행복을 바랍니다.
That being said, it can be used in full sentences to indicate that one wants to possess or gain. For example,
그 회사가 일본 통화만 팔아요.
that company only wants Japanese currency. Notice that the recording pronounces
팔아요.
as.
바래요.
I don't want to provide a lot of examples of
바라다,
being used like this. It is more commonly used in a different way, which is shown later. It also looks strange to Korean people because they often pronounce
바라요.
a different way when
아어,
or its derivatives is added to.
바라다,
It is often pronounced and spelled as.
바래,
For example,
바래요, 바랬어요.
the governing body for the Korean language states that when the stem of a verb ends in
아,
as,
바라다,
does, then
아,
should be added to it, and usually merged to it. In these cases, it does not make any exception for the word.
바라다,
Therefore, despite
바래,
or
바래요.
being common in speech, writing, and even in Korean songs,
바라,
and
바라요.
are correct. When one hopes for an entire clause to occur, that is something ending in a verb or adjective, it is very common to attach
기를,
to the predicating verb or adjective in the clause to turn it into a noun. For example,
아버님이 항상 행복하시기 바랍니다.
I hope you, Father, are always happy.
저는 그 일을 잘 하기를 바라요.
I hope I do that job well.
숙제가 많지 않기를 바라요.
I hope there isn't a lot of homework.
많은 사람들이 오시기를 바랍니다.
I hope many people, many of you, come.
제가 야간을 안 하기를 바라요.
I hope I don't work nights.
정부가 그 정책을 수정하기를 바라요.
I hope the government amends that policy.
실내에서 신발을 안 신기를 바라요.
I hope you don't wear your shoes indoors, inside.
그 백조가 다시 헤엄치기를 바라요.
I hope that swan can swim again.
지금 만날 여자가 예쁘기를 바라요.
I hope the girl I am meeting now is pretty.
아빠가 곧 오기를 바라요.
I hope dad comes home soon.
그가 나에게 돈을 많이 주기를 바라.
I hope he gives me a lot of money.
지방을 많이 먹지 말고 단백질을 많이 먹기를 바랍니다.
I hope you don't eat a lot of fat, and, instead, eat a lot of protein. Funny, the sentences above using
바라요.
and
바라.
look unnatural to Korean people because they would prefer to pronounce these as
바래요.
and.
바래.
Because of this, when pronouncing these words in speech, I recommend that you say
바래.
or.
바래요.
My wife recorded everything as
바래.
and
바래요.
because she couldn't force her tongue to say
바라.
and.
바라요.
The word hope is used in the English translations above, but that is really just because there is no good way to translate
바라다.
to English, as I've already alluded to. Using
바라다.
allows the speaker to indicate that he or she wants the clause to occur. The word hope doesn't need to be included. Instead, depending on the situation, you could translate the sentences above to a request that the speaker is giving to the listener. For example,
많은 사람들이 오시기를 바랍니다.
I hope many people, many of you, come. Imagine you are having a party, and you are announcing this to the group of people that work at your office. Of course, you want a lot of people to come. So at the end of your announcement, you could say,
많은 사람들이 오시기를 바랍니다.
you could translate this to, lots of people, please come to my party. In lesson 40, you learned how to ask for something by adding
주세요.
to the end of a verb. For example,
그 일을 해 주세요.
please do that for me.
그 종이를 저한테 건네 주세요.
Please hand that paper over to me. You can use
기 바라다.
to essentially create this same meaning. For example,
그 일을 하기 바랍니다.
please do that for me.
그 종이를 저한테 건네기를 바랍니다.
Please hand that paper over to me. Again, don't be married to the translation of hope for.
바라다.
The word hope could be used in the sentences above. For example, I hope that you do this for me. But I used the same translations as when
주세요.
was added to show that
기 바라다.
can be used to ask for something to be done, when adding just
기 바랍니다.
to commands or requests like this. It sounds as though the person who is speaking has authority. For example, if a boss was telling his workers to get their work done, he would say,
그 일을 하기 바랍니다.
implied in this meaning is that the work technically should ought to be done, and that the boss is ordering them to do it. You can remove that authoritative feel by adding
주다.
after the verb that you are hoping is done. For example,
그 일을 해 주기 바랍니다. 그 종이를 저한테 건네 주기를 바랍니다.
to make those sentences more formal, the honorific
시,
lesson 39 is often added to
주다. 그 일을 해 주시기 바랍니다.
please do that. I hope that you do that.
그 종이를 저한테 건네 주시기 바랍니다.
Please hand that paper over to me. I hope that you hand that paper over to me. Giving a command this way is very formal, and is most often heard in overhead announcements made to large crowds of people instructing them to do something. For example, if you take the subway in Seoul, the announcement might say,
지금은 서울역입니다. 공항철도나 KTX를 타시고 싶은 승객은 이 역에서 갈아타시기 바랍니다.
this is Seoul Station. Riders wanting to take the airport railroad or the KTX, please transfer at this station. If you need to tell somebody what to do, and you were to climb the figurative ladder of politeness, it would look something like this.
지금 나가라, 지금 나가세요, 지금 나가기 바랍니다, 지금 나가주기 바랍니다, 지금 나가십시오, 지금 나가주시기 바랍니다.
Hell, you could translate all of the above to please go now. Here are more examples.
실내에서 운동을 하지 말아 주시기 바랍니다.
Please don't exercise indoors.
이번 시험에 최선을 다해 주시기를 바랍니다.
Please try your best on this exam.
모든 학생들이 딱 12시에 도착해 주시기 바랍니다.
All students please arrive at exactly 12 o'clock.
새로운 정책을 설명할 때 모두 다 잘 들어주시기 바랍니다.
When I'm explaining the new policy, everybody please listen well, comma. Another good example that illustrates how
바라다.
is difficult to translate is from the Star Wars movies. Remember, using
바라다.
allows the speaker to indicate that he or she wants the clause to occur. Even if you're not a fan of the Star Wars movies, I am sure that you are aware of the famous line "May the Force be with you." If you ever happen to watch the Star Wars movies with Korean subtitles, you'll notice that this is translated to
호수가 함께 하기를 바랍니다.
here. The word hope isn't directly in the English translation. However, Obi-Wan can use this phrase to say that he wants the Force to be with Luke. A little side note here for my readers who are also Star Wars fans. In preparation for the new Star Wars movie The Force Awakens, I made my Korean wife watch all 6 original Star Wars movies. 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. If you're wondering, my wife went into the movies knowing nothing, absolutely nothing. Something that is essentially impossible in Western countries because even if somebody isn't a Star Wars fan, they typically know about Darth Vader and the famous line that comes at the end of Empire Strikes Back. She absolutely loved them and now we are both waiting in anticipation for the next slew of movies to come out, comma. There is another way that you can say I hope in Korean, which we will talk about next. Full stop. I hope I wish.
악었으면 좋겠다.
By adding
악었으면 좋겠다.
to the end of a verb adjective, you can create the meaning of I hope or I wish. This is one of the grammatical principles where I suggest looking at the whole thing as one and not trying to break it up into separate pieces. Let's look at one simple example and then talk about it.
비가 안 왔으면 좋겠어요.
I hope it doesn't rain. Notice that the past tense conjugation is used before,
면,
and the future tense conjugation is used on.
좋다.
Despite the use of these past and future conjugations within it, the speaker is indicating that he/she is currently hoping for that situation to occur, whether that situation be in the present or in the future. Below are many other examples.
양이 많았으면 좋겠어요.
I hope there is a lot. I hope the amount is a lot.
내일 일이 없었으면 좋겠어요.
I wish I didn't have work tomorrow.
그 말을 사전에 했으면 좋겠어요.
I hope you tell me that beforehand.
나를 무조건 사랑했으면 좋겠어.
I wish you loved me unconditionally, no matter what.
삶을 한가롭게 살았으면 좋겠어.
I wish I could live life freely leisurely.
집에 가서 집이 청결했으면 좋겠어요.
I hope the house will be clean when I go home.
엄마가 저를 데리러 왔으면 좋겠어요.
I wish mom would come to pick me up.
우리는 그 여자랑 같이 갔으면 좋겠어요.
I hope we go together with that girl.
그것 때문에 나를 해고하지 않았으면 좋겠다.
I wish hope you don't fire me because of that.
저를 의도적으로 피하려고 안 했으면 좋겠어요.
I wish you didn't deliberately try to avoid me.
내일 경기에서 우리 팀 모두가 최선을 다하면 좋겠어.
Tomorrow, I hope everybody on our team tries their best. You also may see other words, usually,
하다,
or,
바라다,
used instead of.
좋다.
For example,
우리가 곧 만났으면 해. 우리가 곧 만났으면 바래요.
I wish we could meet soon. It would be nice if we could meet soon. It is also possible for
으면,
to be attached to a word without being conjugated to the past tense. For example,
비가 안 왔으면 좋겠어요. 비가 안 오면 좋겠어요.
I hope it doesn't rain. If you ask a Korean person, they will say that the two examples above have the same meaning. Both of them are indicating hope or a wish in the present tense. I've never read a concrete explanation as to why the two examples above have the same meaning. Korean people just tend to use the first example, using
악었으면,
when indicating one's hope or wish, comma. That being said, I would like to provide my own take on this topic. This is based on nothing but my own feelings. I've tried to discuss this with Korean grammar teachers, and I've tried to research it, but they all say that both examples are identical, and that they would be more likely to say,
악었으면,
I like to think that using
악었으면 좋겠다.
is a grammatical principle itself, and something that can't be separated into pieces. The whole construction indicates one's wish. For example,
비가 안 왔으면 좋겠어요.
I hope it doesn't rain. However, I like to think that using
으면 좋겠다.
is something that can be separated into individual grammatical pieces. The use of
으면,
meaning if or when, from lesson 43, followed by
좋겠다.
indicating that it will be good. We can look at these examples as sentences that are made up of its individual parts. For example,
비가 안 오면 좋겠어요.
it would be good if it doesn't rain. The thing is, both sentences, in English and Korean, whether you think of
악었으면,
as a single unit or see
으면 좋겠다.
as individual pieces, express the same meaning. Anyways, that is just my observation, comma. That's it for this lesson. For more info, please visit howtostudiokorean.com.